I wanted to start with talking about modeling.
Yes.
And there are a lot of beautiful people on this planet, and there are many people who go into modeling, and there are very, very few who get to where you are. And it strikes me that there are some, it would seem, success cases of, in this case, women who have gone off to build incredible businesses, like Kathy Ireland, and there are others. So I wanted to start with asking you if you had, when you were getting started, or even now, any role models among women who, or men who have gone from modeling to do other things.
I mean, you certainly mentioned one, Kathy Ireland. There's a long list, Cindy Crawford, Christy Turlington, Giselle, many women who are in the industry and have used their platform or voice or experiences to build businesses or to make meaningful impact in the world in whatever way they're passionate about. And for me, that is success. And I don't know. Yeah, I did not anticipate working in fashion or being a model, but I recognized somewhere along the line that there's so much more you can do with it, and the women who have come before me certainly have proved that.
It seems like, from the outside looking in, that much like, say, entertainment, the machinery of fashion, beauty, and so on probably has a lot of casualties, meaning it just chews up and spits out a lot of people. There's really high, it would seem to be a lot of turnover.
Yeah.
What were some of the key decisions that you and or your family or people like managers made that helped you to navigate, to avoid some of the most common pitfalls? Maybe you could just start with what are some of the most common mistakes and pitfalls?
Sure. I mean, honestly, Tim, I feel like I'm living my own version of a Cinderella story or an American dream. I mean, I have been able to travel the world and have been able to learn from the most extraordinary people. I'm sitting here with you talking. I mean, this is, I feel like I'm living a dream every day. And I certainly did not anticipate going into fashion or being a model. I had a very different kind of career path in mind, and I had this opportunity, and I took it.
What was the opportunity?
So now,
you grew up in the Midwest.
I grew up in the Midwest, and my father's a doctor. He's an emergency room physician, one of the most hardworking people you'll ever meet, and so selfless. And I have 3 sisters, and my mom's an artist, and so I just grew up in this amazing Midwestern, picturesque kind of childhood. And at 13, I was stopped in a mall and asked if I would be interested in walking in a fashion show. At the time, not only did I not care about it just wasn't my life, fashion. I mean, I didn't even subscribe to magazines. I was focusing on school. I was focusing on ballet, academics, and sports, and so anyway, this idea of modeling was totally not even in my mind. And so I didn't enter this with the ambition of building a career in modeling. I was stopped in a mall at 13, walked in a local charity fashion show to raise money for a local family who's my friend's father. Her dad had cancer, so it was this charity benefit, and there were scouts there from real agencies, and they took my name and said, let's stay in touch. I grew a couple inches. Fast forward to when I'm 15. And
How tall are you at 15?
At 15, oh my God, Tim, I was 15 years old and 5'11".
Yeah.
It's painful
I'm
being
still working on
15 years old.
I'm still working on 5'9". I'm 40.
Look,
I'm going to get there.
I believe in you. I believe in you. And so anyway, I was 15 years old, and I got this opportunity to go to New York for the weekend and meet the designers of Calvin Klein, and they booked me, and I walked in their fashion show, and it completely kind of put me on the map as a new up-and-coming model. And it's been a wild ride ever since that day in the mall when I was stopped.